Hey, it's the NFL guy. What's up, everybody? So now we're going to do the NFC West and AFC West picks. So we're going to start with the NFC West pick. So in fourth place, I'm picking the Arizona Cardinals, and I just feel like this is going to be the worst team in the NFC right now for the 2023 season. The Athletic actually has them getting the number one pick and getting Caleb Williams with the number one pick, the quarterback out of USC, which would be huge. Kyler Murray has really fallen off. So is he bust status? I don't know. Who knows when Kyler Murray is going to play? So it's just like pretty much all the offense is going to go through James Conner. So I could see this team running it a lot. And I usually pick James Conner a lot in fantasy drafts. I think I picked him up in one fantasy team as a flex because I just feel like I think his numbers is going to be really down this year. Yeah, I don't expect really big things for the Arizona Cardinals. I think that the Cardinals are going to move away from Kyler Murray at the end of this season. In third place, I'm picking the LA Rams. So Cooper Kupp, I think he's questionable right now. Cam Akers is the starting running back, which I feel like Cam Akers is going to have a really good year. You got Tyler Higbee. I think he'll have a decent year. Matt Stafford, what type of year is he going to have for the Rams this year? When I was watching Get Up a few weeks ago, you might have seen my TikTok where I don't remember if like it was past the segment or not, but think I don't remember who it was. It was it was Rosenbaum. I think it was Rosenbaum was talking his hot mic picks or takes. He said that Aaron Donald or Matt Stafford or Cooper Kupp is one of them, or maybe multiple players are probably going to be traded this year. So is the LA Rams in full rebuild? I don't know, but I could see Matt Stafford not being a Ram next year. So I'm picking the Rams in third place. In second place, this might surprise you. I kept leaning back and forth. Who am I going to take to win the division? Is it the Seahawks or is it going to be the 49ers? So I think the 49ers are going to end up in second place. And this is all just depends on Christian McCaffrey's health because it seems like he could never have a full year where he's healthy. And I multiple teams in fantasy I've drafted Eli Mitchell because I think he is a solid pickup and he is in the wings of, you know, being the starter this year if Christian McCaffrey's hurt. So I picked him up before, or I actually drafted him so nobody else could pick him up after McCaffrey if McCaffrey gets hurt because I just have him sitting on my bench. But I think he's going to get some play time, obviously. I've also liked Brandon Ayuk a lot. Like, I really like Ayuk. Um, what type of year is Debo Samuel going to have? George Kittle, it seems like that's another player that can't stay healthy. It's going to be Brock Purdy's team. Trey Lance is gone. He's over in Dallas, which I almost forgot this. I forgot to say um, when I was talking about the Dallas Cowboys that I just see Trey Lance maybe starting this year if Dak Prescott gets hurt. And what happens if Dak gets hurt and Trey Lance just goes off and plays like so good? Do you go back to Dak or you stay with Trey Lance? But yeah, I like the San Francisco 49ers possibly finishing in second place. But I can easily think that this team could win the division. And finishing in first place, I'm picking the Seattle Seahawks. Yep, I'm going with the Seahawks. I really like Geno Smith. I was like Geno Smith had what, like 27 touchdowns this year. They're predicting in ESPN Fantasy Days going to have 30 touchdowns this year. I mean, you got two really good, I mean, really good wide receivers in Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, and then you got Kenneth Walker, which Kenneth Walker, I just can't believe like how far he's slipping in fantasy football. I'm like, are you crazy? Kenneth Walker is a solid running back. He's up there right there with like Nick Chubb and Josh Jacobs. I'm like, how is Kenneth Walker getting like super late going super late. I'm like, dude, I got a steal. That's another steal in fantasy football is Kenneth Walker. I'm like, if he can stay healthy, he is going to have a monster year. But I really like Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks this year, winning the division. All right, next we're gonna do the AE. I'm gonna say AE. I'm gonna say AEW, AFC West. So in fourth place, I'm gonna pick the Denver Broncos. I think Russell Wilson's gonna have a bounce back year, especially with Sean Payton as the head coach. Finally got a really good coach. So I think Jerry Jeudy, his status is unknown. How many weeks he's gonna miss? What type of year is Javonte Williams gonna have? Is Cortland Sutton going to have a big monster year? But I think they'll be better, but I don't think they're going to be great. In the third place, I am picking the Las Vegas Raiders. So they got Jimmy G. What type of season is he going to have? I've always liked Devontae Adams. It's really surprising. Just like some other players that I usually always pick every year, I didn't pick Devontae Williams at all. Maybe it's because they have Jimmy G as the quarterback, which I don't even know who's a better quarterback. Is it Jimmy G or is it Derek Carr? But I'm sure Devontae Adams is going to have a really good year. Josh Jacobs, if he can stay healthy, oh my God, like he should have a really good year. So, but I am picking the Raiders to finish in third place. In second place, I'm picking the LA Chargers. Justin Herbert. I really like Justin Herbert so much. If Austin Eckler can have a healthy season, he's going to have a monster season in fantasy football. I am so happy that I got Austin Eckler. Like, I had a couple leagues where it's like, do I want Derrick Henry? Do I want Josh Jacobs? Do I want to take a chance at Aaron Jones? No, I went with Austin Eckler. Keenan Allen is so good when he's healthy. He is a really, really good wide receiver. I'm seeing even Austin Eckler, and even Keenan Allen like going super late. I'm like, this is Keenan Allen. You know he's really good, right? And you're selecting this person? I'm like, what? But anyway, yeah. So Mike Williams, I'm still bitter. I'm still bitter at Mike Williams. What was that? 2 years ago, I was down by 5 or 4 points in fantasy football, and it was like the Chargers were playing Sunday night, and I just needed Mike Williams to come through. Maybe just, maybe like 60 yards, maybe 40 yards, to get me just like three. I think I needed like 2 or 3 points from Mike, or like four. I think it was like 4 or 5 points from Mike Williams in that game. Mike Williams let a stinker of a goose egg. I think he had like 1 or maybe 2 points, and I needed four from him, and it cost me the win for that week. And I was just like, fuck you, Mike Williams. I dropped him right there. People are like, you dropped Mike Williams. I'm like, I don't care. He burned me. He's not going to be on my roster. So, but I have Justin Herbert, I think, as my starter in a few of my leagues. I think I did 14 teams this year, which I think I actually did 17. This is the most I've ever done. I think I've always done between 12 and 14 fantasy teams, but I think I've actually did 17 this year. So I know I have Justin Herbert on a few of my teams, but yeah, I think the Chargers are going to have a really good year. And then obviously, who to win the division? I'm picking the Kansas City Chiefs. That's no brainer.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Yeah,
Exactly.
no shit, Sherlock.
See, it was so good you had to say it twice, just to make sure you didn't hear it the first time. But yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, what a stud he is. I mean, maybe one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. You have Isaiah Pacheco, which I think he's going to be really good. I like Sky Moore. I think one of my leagues I took Sky Moore. You got Scantling. But yeah, I could see the Kansas City Chiefs having a really good year. And I don't know. We'll have to see how long Travis Kelce is going to be out for. Is he even going to go tomorrow night against the Lions? But there you go. There is my AFC and NFC West picks.